Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for September 2022. I hope that this reading finds you totally rocking life. This is a general reading for Virgo. However, cross-watchers are also welcome. Keep in mind that the individuals and energies identified in this reading may be swapped, and the intensity of the energy or situation may vary. So take whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. So we're going to start out with this Celtic cross tarot reading and close off with an oracle card message. So Virgo, here in the present situation, you have Queen of Pentacles. What covers is Queen of Swords. Above you, you have King of Cups. Below you, you have Nine of Pentacles. In the past position, you have Ace of Wands. In the near future, you have Five of Pentacles. Virgo, your attitude of the situation here is justice, your environment, which are external factors influencing you. You have Eight of Swords. Your hopes and fears, you have the Moon. In the near future, Five of Pentacles. Did I mention that? I don't recall. But the outcome, you have the Page of Swords. So what we have here, Virgo, is this situation of, self-care, someone who is resourceful, someone who is, managing their time, their finances well, doing kind of wanting to do well in, whatever kind of work or relationship or home. It's really paying attention to your environment and being like a source of creativity right now. And, working hard to accomplish whatever goals that you have for yourself. With this Queen of Swords here, I'm getting a couple of things. One is that it's another individual in your life, possibly someone who is, maybe critical about certain things, maybe not necessarily in a outright, in a way that's direct, but, maybe is someone who is kind of confident and says what's on their mind and kind of a little bit more abrupt than you're comfortable with, possibly. For others of you, this may be a different side of yourself, where it's kind of a focus on nurturing with the Queen of Pentacles and being like connected to, people, nature, really kind of tapping in to your senses, like being more of like paying attention to what you're eating, how your body is feeling, those types of things. And then with the Queen of Swords, kind of approaching things from just the facts. So here in the past position with the Ace of Wands, it kind of indicates there's some like new, opportunity you were given. So this could be a new job, a promotion, a new relationship even. You do have the King of Cups in the position of the conscious mind. So definitely a focus on that. It does seem though that this is the only cups that you have in this layout so far. Although this moon card here does indicate an element of water. It's associated with the sign of Pisces. So there is another water element. However, this kind of has to do with the hopes and fears, and certain fears with the moon has to do with self-doubt and lack of clarity, and feeling a little hesitant about moving forward. So with this King of Cups being in the conscious mind, it seems like it's more of an individual. Maybe there's a mentor or a parent figure, someone in your life that you feel that they're very much supportive. There's someone who is like in touch with themselves, the world, kind of almost like nothing phases them, but they're also someone who is, it's not like this Queen of Swords where it's just the facts and let's just approach this from reasonable situation. It's more of they are able to kind of gather their feelings. They come from the heart. They know what is for their best and highest good, and they want that for other people. And if there are individuals that kind of are, toxic or whatever, they know to distance themselves from those type of people. So it could be that you are wanting to or getting advice from this individual in the position of the unconscious mind. What's kind of working in the background, you might not be aware of it. With this Nine of Pentacles, it's a sense of accomplishment and really enjoying the rewards of your hard work, possibly hard work that you've done in the past to get to this kind of Queen of Pentacles position. Hard work, and also that can include, studies and learning, working different types of jobs, things along those lines. With this Justice card here being your attitude of this situation, it's a sense of kind of like trying to find balance, like trying to have things that are right. So if this is a situation between two individuals, then kind of understanding that whatever's been put out there into the universe by you, well, the effect will, be just for whatever it is that you put out there. So if it's positive, you should have a positive outcome. If you put out negativity, it'll be a negative outcome. That type of situation. To another degree, it seems, Virgo, that there's if this is like, two minds, like of yourself, just kind of I don't know why I'm thinking of it. It's like the angel one shoulder and the devil on the other shoulder. But you have two queens. However, over here in the moon, you have like it's traditionally like I believe like a wolf and a dog, one that's more wild, one's more domesticated. Here it's like two humans on either side of this path, kind of like showing their their like wild side. So to some degree, it's a sense of like just kind of two minds of a situation, an approach of the situation to kind of get a sense of doing things that are correct and right and, you know, by the book almost. With the Eight of Swords being in your environment, the external factors, it could be that you see that there are people who you are surrounded by who may want your guidance, but they don't know how to reach out, or that they are isolated in a way or restricted in a way where you're taking that on yourself, like kind of mirroring that like limiting mindset, because you do have the Five of Pentacles here in the near future, which indicates it indicates a sense of instability when it comes to material resources. So even though you have this Queen of Pentacles energy, and in the unconscious mind, this Nine of Pentacles kind of motivating you, it may be that the reality is that you have to kind of save your money, not really do a lot of things because you're trying to, get ahead. For others of you, Virgo, it may be that you are taking on this Eight of Swords mindset that you see around you and kind of limiting yourself in a, well, no one's going to want to, help me out with this, or they're not going to want to accept this or approve that, or want me to be around. So it could be that type of impact. So with the moon in your hopes and fears, there's some way that you're trying to get a sense of understanding what potentially lies ahead. And the Queen of Swords here is, it's a good approach for this type of journey, because the Queen of Swords is not messing around with things that are distracting. They have kind of, are ready to cut off any type of fears that are not logically or kind of appearing in their environment. But with the moon here, it is a focus on, intuition and creativity, imagination. And that would be more of like, the Queen of Pentacles in the sense of, both the queens are associated with the element of water, just queens in themselves. The Queen of Pentacles is, your element, earth. Queen of Swords is the element of air. With the, so both are really not like fully immersed in creativity, intuition, but because they're queens, and because the Queen of Pentacles is more kind of feeds off the environment, really uses the five senses of, what is it, taste, smell, sight, vision, and taste, smell. Oh, sight is vision. Hearing, and what is the other one? Feelings? Why is it that I can't even remember five senses? Anyway, so it's more than the Queen of Swords. I am a Libra, which is associated with the Queen of Swords here. So you can see I'm not really tapping into the intuition of what the five senses are by time I'm done with this video, I'll probably remember it. And so here your outcome is Page of Swords. So here it's almost a sense of taking a little bit of I guess it's a step back, but it's more combining Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, because pages are associated with the element of earth. So here you've got the earth and the air and the Page of Swords. So it is really combining those two aspects and being curious, getting more information, doing research, really, whatever this new opportunity is. It's a sense like you have to, even though you may have experience in it, it's a sense that you do have to start from scratch almost. So here, Virgo, let's get into clarifying the cards with Chubby Bun. All right, so let's take a look at the Ace of Wands in your past position here. You have the Seven of Cups. So it could be, multiple options for job opportunity, career path, schools, things along those lines that you have this this new kind of spark direction. Let's take a look at the Queen of Pentacles. You have Queen of Swords. All right, so it does kind of seem more like you and the different aspects of yourself. So let's take a look at the Queen of Swords that covers you. You have the King of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so there's this, which is interesting, is kings are associated with the element of air, and Pentacles associated with the element of earth. So it's another combination of earth and air, similar to the Page of Swords. So it seems like just, certain characteristics. It's almost you're trying to be as well rounded as possible. So let's take a look at the King of Cups here. Sorry, that's an alarm. I have to pick up my husband from the airport soon. All right, so this is King of Cups, and I'm taking both of them. You have Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So here it does kind of indicate that the person in the conscious mind may be like a mentor. Perhaps you have a history of stress and anxiety. And so that's kind of why the moon, when there's a lack of clarity, unknowns ahead, and really wanting to be like a take charge type of person, where it may become overwhelming. So this could be even like, a counselor, someone that really helps you to be in touch with your emotions and to feel out the situation. And here with this, let's see here. Let's take a look at the Nine of Pentacles. So it's as if the desire is to really advance, make something of yourself, put in hard work, and and kind of sit back and enjoy things. But it could be in your experience that when you're in a position with responsibilities, you are just stressed and really not feeling the good parts of the job. Oh, I'm holding this upside down. But you have Ace of Cups here. So you really do want to kind of feel this this joy and pride when it comes to what you want to accomplish in life. So let's take a look at this Justice card in your attitude. You have another major arcana card of the Magician. Someone who is aware of their talents and skills and aware of their environment, making things happen, making magic happen. So to me, it's a sense of, with these swords kind of coming out, especially the Nine of Swords and the Justice card here. This is a sense of trying to get just balance in life. Maybe it's work-life balance. Maybe it's just to kind of just be even keeled so that you don't get overwhelmed with, what's, responsibility, stress, and recognizing that you do have a lot of talents, but that, if you are out of balance, if you are feeling off, then really what you can create is just stress and anxiety for yourself. So let's take a look at the Eight of Swords in your environment. It's the Four of Wands. And this is about, a community celebration. So it's interesting in your environment, you've got this Eight of Swords, which is like restriction, isolation, kind of like the mind playing tricks on you to make you think that you have nowhere to go. And with the Four of Wands, it's a sense of a community that wants to celebrate a milestone for you. So even though this is your environment and it's like external factors, it could be that it's a belief that you have that there's not a supportive environment for you. You can see this individual there's no one else there, and standing in this puddle of water. So I guess there is another water card, but is a puddle. And it kind of indicates like a shallow connection with, the emotions aspect, and more where the mind is kind of working on the individual. So it does seem that it's a maybe perception of what's in your environment, and that there may be people there that are, absolutely willing to support you and help. So let's take a look at the moon in your hopes and fears. You have the Eight of Pentacles. So, it does kind of feel like this is about like career, finances, where to put your energy. You have all this, hope and love for making things. It's kind of like you want to create, you want to, and if you could create with the earth, that's even better. And if you can create something that is going to make people feel good using things from the earth, then Virgo, it's like, that's even the best thing. So it's like someone who is trying to figure out like how to get to this like King of Pentacles, like the ultimate Virgo-ness of someone who's really learned to be financially secure, provide for others, compassionate, protector. Like it's kind of like you want to be like a mother for all type of things. And, maybe even want to work with, healing, counseling teaching, things along those lines. So with the hopes and fears, it's a sense of you want to put in work, you want to feel like you're putting your heart and soul into something, but if you don't have a clear idea of what that is, then there is the tendency to kind of maybe, stress, take on a lot of like what ifs type of situation. So here, let's take a look at the Five of Pentacles in the near future. You have the Ace of Wands again. So here it does seem like it could go either way. So if you are trying to become this King of Pentacles and starting out a new job, a new career, there is going to be a period of you need to save money. And for those of you where this is a mindset of like a limiting mindset, there is still, tap into that initial passion that, got you to this point. And with the Page of Swords here being the outcome, it's a sense of kind of, looking at things with a sense of curiosity. You don't have to have the right answer. Your answers can change. It's a sense of, learning new things, being open to new things, being inspired by new things, and even being inspired by old things, looking at them in a different way, and really wanting to get like a grasp of it, and just very curious, and it's almost like a Nancy Drew type of thing. Like really you want to pull the thread and get more information, as opposed to needing the right answer. So here you have the Wheel of Fortune. So just a sense of you have control over your decisions. Things will keep changing. There's going to be unknowns, but approaching things with a sense of like curiosity, and knowing that the right answer, even if you kind of struggled to find it today, tomorrow it might not be the right answer. It might be, insignificant. So just being more kind of curious, and see, where things lead one step at a time, is kind of the best approach here. And even admitting that, you are not sure, that's fine too. So Virgo, I am pulling a card here to get a message from the universe. You have Back on Task. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine-tuning. And as you look at whatever project, whatever goal, just be curious about things. Kind of see what would inspire you to keep looking at a certain direction, and keep knowing that there are more potentials out there, but not needing to have all the answers right now. So Virgo, I'm hoping that this provides a helpful view of your September. To uncover more layers about the month, check out readings for each of your sun, moon, and rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.